Welcome back to the Flower Files. This week we have a very special guest, one that will be back occasionally to talk us through what's going on the farm. Kenley is all things seeds. She does all things home farm, planting, transplanting, making sure that all the plants are growing successfully, and if they're not, doing something about it.
If there's a plant in the field, she's touched it in some form or fashion.
She waters the little babies.
Yells at me when I forget to water them.
Crunchy a couple weeks
ago.
This episode we're going to lovingly call the Kenley Chronicles.
Mm-hmm. And you'll hear from her a couple times a year just to kind of talk about the different seasons and the different things that go on. And I would love to explain that she is also related. So when we say family business, we've got lots of family from all our, and that's that weird, like you're a cousin of a second cousin of a cousin, like
so backwards.
It's my mom and your dad's dad.
Yeah.
We're brother and sister.
Yeah.
So that makes my mom and your dad cousins. Yeah. But that means you and I think, are second cousins.
Yes, me and you are second cousins.
But there's an age difference.
So your age gap. So then my little niece, who's 7 months old, is second cousins with Lizzie. Is that how that works?
I think third.
Third
cousin.
Cousin with Lizzie.
Yeah.
And she's 23.
Yeah.
And he's 7 months old. So
yeah.
It's like a whole backwards family everything.
Yes. So we are truly related. Truly
yes,
related.
We are.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. So down to like we're all allergic to bananas.
Yes. Bananas, and everybody likes to eat ketchup on their eggs.
Yes.
No, did I say that right? Ketchup? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say things backwards.
I was gonna say eggs on your ketchup. No, it was right. Correct.
Yeah.
I don't know. For Liz, it might be eggs on my ketchup.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Well, when I used to work with Sammy, her brother, at Kingstown, now the mill, we were just talking one day about like food, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I have a ketchup on my eggs." I was like, "Thank God someone else does it." It must be that like relative thing. I was like, "Okay, so we are related." It does make sense. He's like, "I can't eat plain eggs." I'm like, "Oh, me neither."
Mm-mm.
At all. Yeah.
Cheese and ketchup.
Oh my God! And you are like the egg queen over there at your house with like.
I try my best not to do anything with that anymore.
You're like, nope, sorry, too busy. Can't wash the eggs. On the 5 on your chickens.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
I think my dad just hatched another like 20 this weekend.
Oh my gosh! I think he just likes hatching them.
I think it's to be able to sell them in the spring for like spring layers, but.
Jiminy Crickets, you gotta nurse them all through the winter, and you gotta make sure these little suckers don't freeze. That is too much work. Nope. But okay, focus, right? Focus.
Yeah. Rise up.
Yeah, boing, 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 boing. And we're gonna have a very long list of questions for you. So,
Hi, Kenley.
Hello.
Who are you?
I am Kenley. I don't really know how else to explain it.
What is your job?
I do literally just about everything.
Yeah.
Seeds, planting, weeding, landscaping, or fine gardening, sorry.
Mm.
Some arranging, no bouquets or anything, but like little vases.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Deliveries.
Delivering. I'm the
Cutting.
catch-all. Like, you need me for something? Okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but you enjoy that.
I do.
You don't want to do the same thing every day.
No.
That's your like, what are we doing today?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what do you want to do?
Anything.
How did you get started here?
So, like we had just talked about, we're family. So, it was beginning of COVID and school.
It was before.
Was it before COVID?
It was before.
Okay. It was the spring before COVID?
Yeah,
I think
like
it was 2018, wasn't it? 2019.
Yeah,
It was 2019.
2019.
So that's when I graduated school. You had started, and that was that spring
Yeah.
of COVID, and it was you and I went to Philly, Mom and I never went back to school.
Mm-hmm.
It was spring break, and that was it.
Yeah, because you started that summer, a couple
Yeah.
hours here and there.
Yeah.
I have the very first picture of Kenley in the field in the feverfew. The sun was rising. It was so pretty. And now she's like taller and older and adulting. And I'm like, what the heck?
So my mom had reached out to Liza. She was like, "Hey, it's COVID. Kenley's like school's not going like as it should be going. She has a lot of free time and she wants something to do and she wants to make money." So she texted Liza and she was like, "Hey, my daughter's free." And she was like, "Great."
Here we go.
Yeah, great. We're busy.
So I started and just haven't left, and I really don't plan on leaving.
Thank God.
I honestly don't think we could make or teach anybody else already the knowledge that you have.
You've been with us ground up. Like,
Yeah.
literally. You've been with us
Yeah.
with a half a hoop house.
Before Amber.
Before Amber,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Before we had any sort of fence, we didn't really know what we were doing, and it was just me and you out in the field.
I was like, well, that looks good. Rolling around, planting stuff at night with headlamps. Like, and then we're like, we need more help. And Amber was like, well, we're finished with this. Can I help? I was like, you want to roll around in the dirt with a headlamp?
Sure.
Come on. So,
What do you wish other people knew about your job? Is it all pretty? Is it all dirt?
A lot of people, when they ask me what I do, I say, "Oh, I'm a flower farmer." They're like, "Oh, that must be so easy. You just get to play with flowers all day." I'm like,
Shut up.
Hardly.
come to my job for a day and see if
let me shove the anther and stamen up your nose.
Yeah.
come do my job for a day. Like, seriously, it's not just, oh, I get to cut flowers and do all the pretty stuff.
Mhm.
It's carrying two 20-pound bags for 100 feet down the row just to place them and then walk back up and do it 100 more times. And
Yeah.
then it's laying fabric and pulling pins, and half the time the pins don't even want to come out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just
We'll touch on that in a little bit.
Yeah. It's just so much hard labor that people don't realize that goes into making flowers pretty.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of logistics too. Like you plan out the field with mom, but like you plan out where things should go next to each other because of the rotations and the amount and the sizing and how you think they're going to grow and
bugs
and what we've learned, what grows in our soil and what doesn't.
Yeah.
So it's like that mental like checkbox in a way that I feel like you have that
Kenley
just kind of floats in the back of my brain.
She's really, really good about the fact that, like, we'll sit down, we'll do a spreadsheet, we lay it all out, and it looks great. We put it all together, and then I stand out in the field and go, wait a minute, we don't have enough. And you're like, no, we're okay. And I'm like, well, no, wait, we need to plant more. And you're like, no, we have more coming. And I'm like, wait, do we have enough?
That happened this fall because I did the math and I was like, okay, so we should have about like 15 rows of stuff, and the germination rates weren't great. So then I planted a couple more things, and she was like, there's not enough. I was like, trust the process.
Breathe.
Yeah, so now we have extra that we get to hopefully sell in the spring if everything goes well. And I think we ended up with 13 rows total.
I thought it was 15.
Yeah, 13.
I don't know. When I'm out there at
We've
night,
got 30 rows.
Yeah, it's a lot, and I think it's the most we've had for spring so far, and I'm really excited.
And it's all looking really good.
It does.
It's like, okay, you're still growing.
And this year was the first year in a very long time that we've had everything in the ground before December.
Yeah.
Well, before November,
Yeah,
really.
it was before November, but
Yeah.
last year, like middle of December, we were still planting.
Yeah, we were in that, oh shit, we've got to get this done,
Yeah.
hurry up. But it was mild for
It
so
was-
long,
yeah.
and then we were busy, and it just,
November was kind of busy last year for weddings
Yeah.
and stuff.
Really
More
busy.
more
than this year.
It was more frantic, I feel like, last year.
Yeah.
This year,
help.
yeah,
Yeah, that
we've,
too.
we've had
God
a lot
bless
of
the
like
girls.
that infrastructure,
Mhm.
like it makes a difference. Makes a huge difference.
This was all a really great segue because how do you collaborate with everybody else to figure out what we need to plant? How do you take the wedding inquiries from Liza and Nicole, take them to Lizzie that says, okay, I need X amount of this to build this, and go, okay, I need to plant X, Y, and Z?
Yeah, well, I feel like that's a process because you're in here, you go through your catalog, you sit and ask us, okay, here are the gladiolus. Next year, what do you want? Like you did that last week?
Yeah.
And you were like, what colors does this make sense with? And the red ones are beautiful, but we don't need the red ones.
'cause
Yeah.
It's like it.
We
Yeah,
don't have
that's
great
what I do.
weddings.
I ask Nicole and Lizzie both. I'm like, what colors do we have next year? And then catalog comes in, and like last week, me and Lizzie sat down and went through the entire GOC catalog, And we picked out, we were like, okay, these are all the zinnias, but what varieties do we want? Because we're trying to get away from growing mixes and growing specifically for weddings. So
Right.
we try to follow the trends and keep up with Instagram and Pinterest and like making sure we're like seeing the trends that are coming.
Yeah.
And like the last 3 years have been a lot of green and white and pink. And then this year coming up, it looks like it's going to be a little bit more colorful.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to take what we've done from last year, minimize that, and go a little bit more into color. But it's not all colors because a lot of people don't like red, don't like yellow. So
And orange too.
Yeah, orange is a strange color until it's fall, and then everybody's like, orange!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, but it's not orange in the wedding world. It's rust.
Rust and
Ugh.
terracotta.
It's always
Ugh.
like, okay.
It's hues of orange. We get it. We totally get it.
So,
But you're talking about trends and things. How far in advance are we looking? Like
um,
we're planting right now for what?
we're not currently planting any seeds right now, but December and January we start doing a late spring planting. So all of the stuff in the ground right now is early spring. That stuff will start to bloom beginning of May, probably a little bit earlier. All depends on how bad the winter is and when the season changes. But
Quite honestly.
Hey guys, Lizzie here. I bet you didn't know this about me, but I am gluten free, and one of the things that I struggle with is going to the grocery store and finding the foods that fit my dietary needs. What I have been doing for the past couple of months is ordering from Hungry Root. Now, Hungry Root is an online company where you can order groceries off of their website. It's full of produce, crackers, cookies, to muffins, to meats, and all the different types of snacks and things like that. They have made my life so much easier in the process of finding foods that fit my dietary needs. There are filters that you can adjust, such as non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, paleo, different preferences and things like that. So what they have done for us, because they're such a generous company, the Hungry Root team has given us a 40% off discount code on your first box. So if you use the code FLOWER40, and that's capital FLOWER 40 at checkout, you will get 40% off your first box. I'm so excited to team up with these guys. They've made such an impact on my life in the morning and to my day-to-day life, and I hope you experience the exact same thing that I do. All of the information will be linked down below, including the link to where it should already be pre-applied to your cart when you hit the link and go to their website, and I will also add the code at the bottom for easy access in our show notes. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and enjoy your first box through Hungry Root.
Starting to plant perennials too.
Yeah, and we're going to be starting to plant perennials. Also, most of those are spring, early summer. And then I think February we start planting summer stuff. And right now we need to find all of our summer seeds. And it's hard to do that now because all of the catalogs that have come out for seeds are for still 2023, but we need the new 2024 stuff. So it's this weird time of year where you're like waiting, but you still need to get on top of it.
And it's frantic because you're trying to make sure you can get the seeds because everybody is waiting for that catalog. And as soon as that comes, we've made it a habit now of, I feel like in the past we've been very like, oh, we'll order after January. And then we're like, we can't, like, no, that catalog comes. We have a preliminary list. We look at what's new, see what we need to add, change, delete, and then we place that order.
Yeah, like
we can't wait.
As soon as it gets here.
Yeah.
It's a little rough.
Speaking of which, Lizzie and you saw the tuber sale for dahlias.
Yes, I did see
Great. January.
Okay.
I'll show it to you.
13th,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, because that was something that wasn't cut. Our dahlia numbers look like they're okay from the wholesaler.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
those are okay. But there's a couple others that we can add from other suppliers.
There's a specialty farm out, I think, in Washington State that grows phenomenal dahlias. They do a tuber sale every winter.
Interesting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
They're like really funky, like, weird colors.
So, do we consider what we're going to lose through animal crop damage and through bad weather and all of these things before we plant?
Yes. You
How
always have to plant extra.
how much extra are you planting?
It all depends on the plant because some varieties and some species of plants no animals touch and they're extremely, I almost said extremely and insanely all together.
You
that was
did.
nice.
It was phenomenal. It was amazing.
That was phenomenal.
some plants are deer and rabbits don't like them, and other ones have are insanely cold hardy. So it all depends on the variety. So like some trays will be like a couple rows extra, a half a tray extra, like a full tray extra. So like straw flower, we have like 20 trays of straw flower because they don't do good overwintering. So we're gonna put those in the hoop house this year. But even the hoop house gets cold, and some of them die. So it all depends on the plant.
It's all about the plants.
It's all about it is.
And how much does that plant produce? I know that one stem of buffalorum, we're gonna get I can never say that word correctly.
It's buffalorum.
Buplerum.
Oh my god.
But I know that branches really well, and that we're gonna get a lot of things from that. So I know we don't have to plant a ton of that in
Sometimes we get
proportion.
extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like right now there's like at least two rows that reseeded from last year that are just like in the field. So we're gonna cover those in hopes that we get something out of them. But it just all depends. Because like, what's a like single?
A sunflower.
Yeah, a sunflower.
So you have 3 different types. I'll technical for 30 seconds.
Let's science out here.
Yeah. So you have a single cut, like a straw, a sunflower. You plant it. You get one crop from it. That's it. Then you have cut and come again, which are like cosmosinias. You cut them and you keep getting more and more and more. And then there's kind of like those
hybrid mid producers.
Yeah, where you cut once and then leave it alone, and you get a second cutting, which may not be as lush and full as the first one.
That's kind of solution in a weird way.
It is. It 100% is.
Yeah, you get your one-hit wonders for your sunflowers. There are branching sunflowers where you get more than one stem off of those, but it's still, once you cut it, it's cut and you don't get any more.
That's it.
So,
you're done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
We talked about covering plants that have reseeded that we're going to try to use again next year. How does planting in winter work? Does it survive? How?
Cold hardy plants and planting to your specific zone really is a huge factor. So we have a book that we go by. It's what's the name?
It's by Lisa Mason Ziegler.
Yeah.
It's called Cool Plants or Cool Season Plants and stuff like that.
So you have to plant specific to your zone. So we are zone 7B, I believe. Yeah.
It depends on which one you look at, because they've been talking about moving the zones again because of global warming and all of that kind of stuff. I mean, but I think we have a microclimate here because we're so close to the bay.
Yeah, we really do. We get either an insanely harsh winter, or like last year we had maybe a
fart of snow.
Yeah.
It was a single dusting the morning that I left for Jamaica.
Yes. Yes, it was.
It was.
I was walking up and I was like, there's a little bit of snow on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's shaded, it won't go away. But it was like, it looked like frost. It was nothing.
Yeah.
But then this year they're calling for an insanely cold winter. I don't know if cold means
wet.
A lot of snow or just
cold, wet.
Cold. But covering the plants. Sorry, I got sidetracked. You have to cover every single cool season plant if you want it to come back, unless it's a perennial. Those you just cut off and they survive. But you have to cover them because little plants that we plant, they aren't strong enough to be able to make it. So if they get frost or freeze really bad one night, they don't make it. And that happened to us 2 years ago. You guys were in Florida. I was at home sick. And
Snow is on the way.
Yeah. Liza called me and she was like, hey, we have a freeze warning. And I was like, I know. I'll go cover. We lost about 50% of our spring. It was
a rough year.
Really, really bad.
It was rough. We made it, but it was rough.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I think there was ice in that too.
There was, yeah.
It stuff broke. That was just, and you couldn't leave it covered because it would have broken it worse with all the pressure from the cover. And everybody's like, oh, you uncover because the snow is a gentle blanket. Bullshit.
Yeah.
That shit blows around and then it snaps and then everything's crooked. And
especially if it's wet and heavy snow.
Yeah. That was hard.
It was.
And it's a balance that you and I are always trying to because it's great that the stuff has reseeded out in the field, but that stuff is 6 inches tall and then it burns and it doesn't make it as well as the stuff that we plant just a hair later. So it's a little smaller, but it's protected. It's so counterintuitive to me.
It is. And me and Liza, speaking of like covering stuff, me and Liza probably spend 15 minutes a day looking at the weather to figure out if we need to uncover, if we need to cover, if we need to water, so it doesn't like. Yeah, it's a lot of.
Well, not just cover, drop sides or lift them.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not just the stuff that's in the field; it's the stuff that's in the hoop houses.
Yeah, it is, because like tomorrow morning we get here. We're gonna get here at 7:30. First thing we have to do is uncover because it's gonna rain, because it's gonna freeze the next 2 days. So they need water, and then it's gonna be cold. So we can't like uncover them, then leave them uncovered. We have to cover them, let it rain, cover them back up.
And I have a bad habit of like, I have the rest of like, we work all day, go home, do dinner, like do the life thing, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go cover. So like, I know some people are like, oh, you could cover at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, and then you have more people, but I don't know if that's always realistic. That doesn't always work. It just, I don't know.
Here the weather changes in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You could be in town and it could be pouring its ass off, and then you drive literally 12 minutes here from town, no matter how fast or slow you go, it's completely dry, like bone dry, and you can just see it like chilling its way, going back up to the north.
It's like the time that you guys were on vacation and Kenley and I watched a storm roll and we were trying to tie stuff up.
Yes.
It was not this past summer, the summer before. You guys had gone to the beach. We were watching a storm roll up and trying to beat it. It was insane.
How many times have we been in the field with fabric?
Oh my, that was this spring. It was this
That
April.
was, oh my God. And this fall, trying to do the covers, and that wind came. It took 4 of us to hold it so it didn't blow away. We were like lifting off it was bad.
I was like, squad, where's your body?
It was so bad.
It was awful.
And it was out of nowhere.
It literally out of nowhere. It was like dead quiet, calm, like 1 minute, and like 30 seconds later, it was. Like,
you could just see it rolling across the field, and I was like, and everybody grabbed a section. And the wind came and it picked everything up, and we were like, literally, like, we were laughing. What else do you do? I was like, oh my God. If it had been one person, it would have.
Oh, it would have completely, like.
It would have taken us off our feet.
Yeah.
Like.
It was bad.
It was a lot.
Yeah. And that's the thing, too, with weather. It's either we get hit really bad or it's absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
It's the rock call vortex. So
Yep.
we are directly across from Rock Hall, and whatever God designed to do that to Rock Hall, every single storm either splits around it, and we're in that same line. It splits around it, doesn't hit us, or it absolutely just barrels through there, and it's
one or the other.
Yeah,
The good old vortex.
yeah. It'll say like, oh, you're expecting rain in 15 minutes, and the sky is blue and sunny.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Like,
Thank
that's
you.
so
How do you keep it all straight? Is it all just logged in your noggin?
A lot of it is.
Yeah.
I
sometimes
forget a lot of it.
Well, there's a lot of times I look at you and we're like, "You alright?" You're like, "Yeah, I'm thinking." I'm like, "Okay, just making sure."
How does the Excel sheet work? How do you?
It's a beast.
It's insane. There's at least like 30 subcategories under there because I have every single week split into what needs to be planted that week.
Amazing.
And so it's from, I think it starts at week 2 to week 38 is when it stops. And there's at least 5 to 10 things that need to be planted that week. And you go through, you highlight what you've done, you put in there when you planted it, and then I try my best, if I remember, to take out a clipboard and the spreadsheet that I've blown up to be able to write on, and write what the germination rate is and when it's gotten planted into the ground. So then I take that information, put it back into the spreadsheet, and then do it all over again the next year. Because it changes. You have to go back through every single one of those little sheets and change. Like, hey, we had too many snapdragons, which I don't think we could ever have too many of them. But yeah, we have to go back into every single one of those and be like, hey, we have too much of this variety. Let's get more white, and then take down more like pink or red. And you have to go through and change that. And then Liza will be like, hey, I think we need more of this next year, or I want to try this variety next year. So then I have to go through and see like when that stuff blooms. And put it into that sheet, and you have to backtrack of, hey, this needs to be blooming in this time, so we need to plant it 3 months before, sometimes even earlier than that, because like asters, I found out this year, which I was kind of stupid for not knowing, but that you have to plant those in the spring for them to be blooming in the fall. Which,
well, we were trying to do rotations.
Yeah.
We were trying to do the rotations because I feel like we've had a flush of them and then we didn't have any. So we were trying to spread it out, and we learned that if you plant them too late, you just end up with like you get Barbie arrangements.
Yeah.
Like
they were tiny. We did use them.
Oh my god, they were great for boutonniere.
Yeah, and dog collars. We did use them.
Yeah, we did.
Say out of everything.
We did. Absolutely.
All right. Rain's coming tomorrow.
Yes.
Lots of it.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the pins not wanting to come out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to wait until it's nice and dry again to strip the field? Or are you going to strip it while it's wet? Which one's better? Which do you like more?
Resident stripper.
Flowers.
I preferably, it's probably easier to do it when it's wet because the roots are like
nice and loose.
Yes, they're nice and loose in the ground. Stuff's easier to fall over, but I hate pulling stuff that's half as tall as me and it being soaking wet.
Yeah.
So probably when it's dry, and that'll probably be a February project, maybe.
Well, we leave everything in the field at the end of the season because I'm this weird environmentalist person who loves to feed the birds. But it's also kind of neat to, I don't know, it's how it works.
Yeah, and plus that's not so much on us to like, hey, we have to rip it out of the ground right now, and it's one more thing for us to have to do. Mm-hmm. It can sit, like there's literally no harm. It's benefiting the soil and the birds.
It's a little bit of cover crop, kind of in a way.
Yeah,
because there's some things that come up. It just, I don't know.
Preventing weeds, and it's putting the nutrients that was in those plants back into the soil. It's providing food for the birds, and it's just less work for us to do at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, that's something, I don't know about you, but I'd rather rip stuff out when I'm covered.
Yeah.
You know, and I've got a jacket and a sweatshirt and everything else. Yeah.
Boots up to my knees. Like,
all of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
Gloves.
Fun story. Do you remember the first, like, December, January, you and I were here, and the guys were here helping us strip the field, and they were, like, completely blowing us away. Adolfo and his dad.
Oh, yeah.
They were just completely blowing us away. You and I had stripped, like, I don't know, 2 rows, and the time that it took them to do, like, 7.
Yeah.
You and I were dead. Just, like, pretty sure we were just gonna, like, keel over and die right there. And they were like, this is great. We're having a great time. And I was like, no.
That was like the girls this past week. We were at Toyans for 3 days, and we were picking up leaves. And, like, me and Sierra were, like, going ham. Wednesday, great. We're jumping around on the trailer trying to push the leaves down. Thursday, we were a little bit slower. Friday, dead. We both wanted to leave. We were just tired. Like, the girls, they showed up happy as ever, just like kept on trucking. I'm like, how do you do it? Like, what kind of crack are you on?
Yeah. And how are your arms not sore? How are your legs not sore?
Like, my legs hurt so bad. Like, if you guys need a workout, clean up your yard and stomp around one and jump trailer.
Girl, the monkey balls. Cleaning up the monkey balls.
Your balls.
Yes.
No, dude, they're monkey balls.
Yeah.
That was.
And leaves.
Those things stick to you.
Yeah.
That's
My favorite monkey ball, sweet gum ball, whatever you want to call story is Will was a little dude. He was
I knew you were going to talk about this.
2, and it was cold, so he was in a polar fleece, whole one-piece thing, hood, arms, everything,
feet covered,
everything. He went out and he wanted to help mom and grandfather because we were raking up the gumballs, and he, they're round. He's little. He slipped and fell. He fell down face first, and then he rolled over to get up. So he was covered front and back.
I'll never forget that. Did he cry?
No, he didn't cry. I was laughing. Which my dad was horrified of.
I mean, he wasn't in pain. He was clearly protected.
Yeah.
He just he was like a minion. He just kind of fell over. Yeah.
All right, now the fun ones. What's the smallest seed you've ever planted?
Foxglove.
Really? That is not what I thought you would say. I thought you would say snapdragons. Notice Amber asked what you've planted, not what she's planted.
Because I feed the fish.
Yeah.
Sprinkle them on. Here's
Still,
300.
to this day, it is the best amount of snapdragons that we've ever had.
There were 300 in the tray, and it was supposed to have 50.
Well, they lived for forever.
Yeah.
Because
They
there
were
were literally 50 plants in each.
Yeah, because they were all trying to
millions.
out-compete each
There were
other.
millions of them. We had buckets of
Yeah.
snap that year.
I think it was the guys that planted them actually, and they were like splitting the little cubes in half to try to split them up.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was bad. But yeah, no. Foxglove, it's like dust. I think I posted on the Instagram story. It literally looks like dust that I swept up off the floor.
Well, if you think about it, if you look at a foxglove flower, you have your trumpet floral shape, and you got those 3 little anthers that come up, and those little teeny tiny yellow stigma. Is that what it is?
Stigma, style, anther, filament, all of the things.
Yeah, the little fluffy yellow things at the end. Those are the seeds. They're so small, and the petals will kill you.
You don't ever eat foxglove.
No.
Peel over and die.
That and larkspur.
Yeah.
Larkspur has warnings all over it. Do not eat. Poisonous. All parts of this plant. It's like, okay, grind it up. My feet. No, I'm kidding.
What about the largest seeds?
Probably Sorrent.
Bam! That's exactly what I would have. That is exactly what I would have
Like
said.
dog toenails. They're the exact same shape and they're just as hard. And
Yeah.
It's really gross.
It's like you went to the vet office and you swept up the floor at the end of the
Yeah.
day, and you were like, "Here you go."
Yeah. And it's such a pretty flower. You wouldn't expect
Oh, yeah.
to find a seed from it. It's so strange.
Does that mean that it's in competition for the weirdest too?
Weirdest seed?
Yeah.
No. I think calendula seeds are probably the weirdest.
Yeah,
they're like circles.
They're
like.
Well, you have a thing with circles anyway.
Yeah, I do. I've gotten over that.
Because we've all harassed you.
Yeah, those are bad.
Just chased me around the barn 6 times with a lotus.
That just proves that exposure therapy works.
It does. Germophobia, stare at lotus pods. It'll be great.
Yeah, no worries.
Sometimes they are a little gross.
No. But
Yeah.
calendula seeds. It's because I guess the way their petals are the seeds and they curl up at the end of their life cycle. So they turn into half circles. They kind of sometimes are a full circle. They're really weird. But they're
Strange.
They're weird to put in the soil.
Yes.
To get them in, you have to work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
just bloop.
Kelly's got all the science figured out. She's got the light press, just leave it on top, bury it, drench it in water.
It's bottom water only.
Ugh, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't give it any water at all ever. Don't look at it sideways.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doesn't like it hot. Likes to be germinated in the back in the shade.
Yes.
Likes high airflow. I mean,
it's a science itself. It takes a lot of time, and people even now, PJ's my fiance's grandmother came up to me one day. She was like, "I can't get cellulosa to germinate. How do you do it?" And I'm like, "What?" Thanks, I appreciate you using my knowledge. I sit on top of the soil. She's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
and a lot of people think mistakenly that they need light to germinate, but things that need to sit on top of the soil actually have a high airflow requirement. So a lot of people are like, "Oh, that needs light." No, it's
No,
not
not
light
always
to
not.
germinate.
Well,
It's
if
high
you think
airflow.
about seeds in the real world, they just kind of fall on the ground and do their thing.
Yeah.
That's airflow.
Yeah.
All of the tulip tree seeds that you hate in the driveway.
Oh my
because
god!
they're pokey. You asked me the other day, she said, "What are those seeds?" I said, "Those are tulip trees." Oh my god! Because you have the bright orange flower, and you've got the little dudes in the center, and they fall.
Well, and they're sharp, and they stick in your Crocs, and they're sharp on the bottom of your shoes.
They're really
I
sharp.
don't like them.
But yeah.
Fun
That's
stuff.
how it works in the real
It's a
world.
science. Kenley has it all figured out, and she would be next to impossible to replace. Great. What flower would you be?
Oh.
You could probably pick one for each season, but you gotta pick one.
Oh, I don't know.
Amber's a sunflower.
Mhm.
You're a eucalyptus.
Mhm.
So then I'm a plumeria.
Carlos.
Or a dahlia.
Carlos
Mhm.
is also a sunflower.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
He's very bright and happy.
Mm-hmm.
You love your dahlias, but
I don't think I'm a dahlia.
I think you're Dianthus. What? She loves Dianthus.
I used to. I kind of grew out of that.
Okay.
I actually kind of hate Dianthus now.
All right.
they get mushy.
They do. I was so tired of them. We had too many this spring.
Yeah.
But
You're definitely a spring floral person, though.
yeah, I'm gonna say probably larkspur.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noted.
Yeah. They're tall like you.
Yeah, just for reference, they keep saying I'm tall. I am 5'10", so.
And I'm 5'2".
5'4", and I think 5'5". I think
Yeah.
maybe. All right. That's all I've got for you this time, Kenley. We'll see you again in like 12 weeks.
Okay.
Thank you. And then we'll have you back.
All right, guys. Thank you again for listening. Kenley will be back occasionally throughout the year to update us on what's going on the farm, what she's planting, what we're all cutting, and what's going on in the wedding world. What trends are we seeing? What is she planting for the upcoming trends? But that's it for this week. Thank you for listening. You can catch us anywhere you stream your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all of the things. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram under The Flower Files or Wildly Native. You can find us on Patreon. Fun stuff going on there.
Yeah.
Where you can interact with us, get bonus episodes, so on and so forth. And you can find us on the website at wildlynativeflowerfarm.com. We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye! Doodles!
Bye.
Hey guys, just dropping a line to tell you about Patreon.
So I asked them, meaning Mom and Amber, what is Patreon anyway? Because I honestly had no idea. So we're going to explain it to you from our perspective so that you understand and so that I understand.
Because the first time I saw it, I was like, Patron? We're drinking tequila? Great. So Patreon is for less than a cup of coffee, those fancy coffees that y'all like, a day, you can sign up to become one of our members.
A little family.
Exactly. And what does that get us?
It gets us some freebies, some special episodes that other people do not get access to. You can interact with us on a special platform where we can ask you questions and interact with you. It's tons of fun.
Mm-hmm. And even on those special episodes, we might be less censored than we are already. And we're going to have a couple fun ones that we can just kind of throw in there and talk about and laugh and go on tangents and have fun. So I hope that you all enjoy it because we're going to have fun along the way. We're crazy, crazy, crazy excited.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Back to the episode now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Gracias.